Hi, everybody. Steve Paikin here. The world is changing fast, eh? I'm not sure I've ever experienced anything like it in my 40-plus years of journalism. Where does Canada fit in all of this? From federal politics to foreign policy to in-depth one-on-one interviews, we'll try to help you understand this uncertain era in which we now find ourselves. The Paikin Podcast. Find us on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
Lay down, Joe.
Anytime at this stage of my life, you don't have to tell me twice.
Vicki, you don't deal with this. I don't. Well, you might with the hours we work, but I know for myself, and I bet you Joe's in this bracket too, this category. If I lay down, like especially if I haven't had a nap, like say I'm around 5 or 6, I will always fall asleep. Like sometimes I'm like, I gotta lay down and watch some TV. I got an hour before I gotta pick up my kids or something like that.
Right.
And inevitably, I start nodding off.
I'm not a big couch sleeper.
You're not?
No, I can't.
Oh.
It takes a lot for me to fall asleep, so it doesn't happen often. But there's a lot of times where I can't get motivated to get up off the couch because I'm just like dragging my butt.
Vicki, I had some home renovations done a while back, and I fell asleep on the couch while the guy was using an air compressor nail gun about 10 feet from my head, and I still conked out.
I'm so envious of that. Like, I'm so envious of people who can just fall asleep on an airplane, on a couch, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get to that stage in life at some point. But I have a hard time falling asleep.
So what does that mean? Like it's a process for you to get to sleep
I
at
just
night?
have to have like perfect conditions.
Yeah, with our hours, you're not like exhausted by the end of the day where you can just fall asleep?
I just find it hard to shut my brain off. I'm just always thinking of, okay, what do I got to do? Blah, 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 stuff going on. That's why I always fall asleep with the TV on, with the show on.
My wife will do that too.
Yeah.
Now, do you nap in the afternoon?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so now how long of a nap is that typically?
Ooh, it could be an hour. It could be 3 hours. I just kind of do what my body wants.
See, I should say that if I've had a nap, falling asleep is more difficult. Like if I have lots of days throughout any given week, I don't get a nap in, and then that's when I just drop dead at friggin' 9 o'clock. There is or fall asleep while watching TV.
How long do you nap for?
If I do get one, it's usually anywhere from 45 minutes to 90 minutes. But
I'll go 45 minutes to 7.5 hours. No, I'm kidding. I don't sleep much. But
the worst is Friday nights when you want to stay up sometimes, and you're just you can't do it. You're like, no, I'm not going to bed early. I want to stay up. But
It's like going back to when you were a kid, like you're just fighting it.
right,
Yeah.
because you don't got to get up in the morning. It's like, no, I don't want to fall asleep at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, so it's TV usually is your key to get to sleep then.
Yeah, I'll put on an old comfort show that I've seen a billion times and fall asleep to that.
Okay, but no soothing music and waterfalls. Have you tried that?
No, I usually do that. I have a whole process at bedtime, and I'll put on the spa channel on TV and maybe read a chapter of
the
a
spa
book.
sound effects.
I'm telling you, it's
That's
been
part
kind of a game changer. Like, it's just relaxing music, and it just like I've got like low lighting. And
wow, that's part of the cable package?
yeah, that's right.
Does it come with the sports or movie package?
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the bone phone and let her rip.
It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE.
Yeah, just dealt with the biggest loser on Surgeon Road. It's Angry Surgeon Guy, by the way, very amused today because some douchebag with a Duramax diesel making a left from Portage onto Surgeon. His truck is so loud and so special that he has to go right into the right-hand lane and stomp on it and blonk, 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 and then realize that he's going down Sturgeon and not turning into the hospital, so he gets back into the left-hand lane. And it's just like, what was the point? I don't get the point.
I like the sound effects of the engine. That's my favorite part of that call.
No kidding.
Bom, 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 bom.
Just like when you were a kid playing with the toy trucks
Yeah.
and you'd make the sound effects.
And that happens on other streets, too, where you have a bunch of parked cars, and right there by the Grace Hospital, you'll have a lot of parking on the street because some people don't want to pay for parking. So when you think you're going to get in front, all of a sudden, you're back into the lane that you
That's right.
Yeah.
What was the point? Did either of you skateboard growing up?
No.
still do. No.
Dudes.
You know what? I never got into it. There was
me
a couple of guys in my group that would like be able to do the moves
ollies and the-
oh
that's
man,
the only one I know,
amazing.
Yeah, ollies, yeah. Yeah, same here. I had some buddies who skateboarded, but I never got into it. Stretch, though. Sounds like he enjoys it.
Hey, it's Stretch, the Elmwood Cologne and skater guy. Well, yesterday might have been snowing, but I was still kick flipping 2 decks.
Kick flip.
There you go.
I got that on video now, and I'm working on pivot to fakie, varial flip, pivot out. Eventually going to be a fakie big flip. So let's see some more skaters out there.
Yeah, Joe.
Keep it up. Have a good day.
That's good. Great name.
Vicky.
Fakey bake flip? Was that what he said?
Yeah, I don't know what that involves, but if bake leads to baking, then that'll entice me enough to get out there. All kidding aside, I grew up in the West End, so at Sargent Park, they took out a couple of like baseball diamonds and put in a skateboard park years ago. It was one of the first, I think, community ones. And when you used to see all the kids out there using it and doing all these moves in that, pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah. And just nice to see them outside doing something.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it was cool.
Joe shows up at one of these parks. I was told there was going to be baking.
Baking. No kidding. Where's the table? Where's the baking?
Okay, Old Eddie. I don't think we've heard from Old Eddie in a
bit.
In a bit here.
Oh, King, good morning. You'll never guess what I just finished doing. It involves my former nickname of Teddy Bear.
Oh.
What else did I collect but teddy bears for 40 years? But downsizing, going to take them over to the newly new shop. The proceeds go to the Children's Hospital.
Oh, cool.
So, and, you know, maybe some needy person can get a little love, but we'll just have to see and maybe go and have a beer. Well, have a beer one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie.
Teddy bears and beer.
He goes to the Legion.
Yep.
Oh, in his area, right? Decluttering. That's going on. We've got giveaway weekend coming up Sunday, but always good when you can recycle something and it turns into dollars for a charity.
His old nickname was Teddy Bear. Now we learned something new.
And he
Old
told
Eddie.
us his name was Old Eddie, by the way, Vicky. It wasn't like we just came
You
up
didn't
and called
deem him
them.
that.
Yeah, we didn't start calling him Old Eddie because of that.
We wouldn't do that.
No.
Okay, John with a J, like a lot of people, pretty choked about the Leafs getting the first overall pick in the draft lottery.
Shame on you, Gary Bettman. Shame on you, Toronto Maple Leafs. Shame on you, NHL. Shame, shame, shame. My favorite game I'm never watching again. What a despicable draft lottery. I'm sorry for bothering you. I can't believe it. We don't have a draft pick in 3 years. The cupboards are empty. Doom and gloom. Wake up in the morning and they're in the best position overall. How did that, that's like winning the lottery.
Joe, are you going to ever write a song about like hockey or the NHL? Because Shame, 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 my favorite game is a great lyric. You might want to write that one down.
That is a good line.
You
But
guys
listen,
are a good songwriting team.
You just got to have an ear for it, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
No.
Or hear it, for that matter, and Vicky.
Got to give her a credit in the liner
Oh,
notes.
she'll get all the credits. I told you, I'm putting you in the credits too. That's what the good bands do. They give everybody
Thank
shares
you.
the wealth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
40 and an 80 is going to be a hit, at least in this town. We know that. Shame, shame, shame. It's what?
My favorite game.
It's
Well,
my
you got to
favorite
put
game.
John with a J in there as well. He's the one who
John with
came
the
up
J
with that,
deserves it.
He gets credit, yeah. Okay, let's wrap with this. Vicky and the Habs. It's all anybody seems to want to talk about these days.
Hey, how's it going? PJ and V. Love the show every morning. Love it. Makes my day. Just want to say, super stoked that Vicky's become a Hab fan, and I like she's changing her last name to Lafleur because Guy Lafleur was one of my favorite hockey players. And here's the thing: if we say it in English, it'll be Vicky the Flower. Like, come on, you can't go wrong.
Vicky
Perfect.
Flower.
Vicky the Flower.
I thought about this yesterday, and to really hockey it up, I think you need to go with Vicki Shae-Lafleur. It sounds better
yeah.
than Vicki LaFleur, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, like a Vicki
Vicki
Shae-Lafleur. You know what I mean?
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
Yeah, 92-1 City, The Offspring, with Philly Joe and...
Boston 4, Montreal 3. LaFleur coming out rather gingerly on the right side. He gives it into Lemaire, back to LaFleur. Oh!
And
Vicki
Joe.
Shae-Lafleur, la prima étoile.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
And that's a bad highlight for me to play in front of Joe Aiello because
Yeah.
it's a Habs Bruins highlight from 1979. Guy Lafleur with the winner. We did sort of throw around the idea of Vicky Cornway yesterday. That just doesn't. I love Yvonne Cornway. He's a legend, but it doesn't roll off your tongue.
No, it doesn't.
I introduced him at a hockey dinner one night, and the host of the dinner brought me up this like Wikipedia intro. Like it was about 2 pages long.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, I appreciate the fact that you did this work for me, but anybody can just Google Wikipedia and find out. And plus, that's what he's doing. He's telling you stories about his life. He's basically Wikipediaing himself
That's
up on
right.
stage. What
You're
kind
just
of
going to
intro?
spoil all his stories.
So I went up there and did this whole distasteful intro of, listen, I can't even believe I'm here to introduce this guy. I can't stand him. I did this whole thing and because I grew up as a Bruins fan. So I ended with saying yes, and that's only because I'm a Boston Bruin fan. And, of course, he appreciated because he had a sense of humor. But I'll tell you, anytime you get a chance to meet some of those old-timers from some of these hockey teams, they've got so many great stories. They always appreciate having fans come up to them and talk to them. And he was a first-class guy. Guy Lafleur, too.
I smoked a cigar with Guy Lafleur once.
Did
Yeah.
you?
It was he was the much like Joe's story. He was keynote speaker at some dinner.
Yeah.
I was at the same table with him, and he smokes Guy. He's like famous for like smoking cigarettes in between periods.
Sure.
That type of guy. So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go out back and have a cigarette." I'm like, "I'm coming with you. I don't even smoke."
Yeah. Awesome, but it's true.
And then he kind of held your head as you puked after that.
All
Yeah.
green.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast. Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicki.
Okay, a few things off the top. Second season of the King of the Hill reboot is coming in July. Hocus Pocus 3 has been officially greenlit, and Mike D from the Beastie Boys has announced a handful of new shows in LA and, of course, Brooklyn. He'll be doing them with his 2 sons. They have an alt band called Very Nice Person, and he also said he'd be joined by a special guest, so I don't know if that's Ad Rock or who it might be.
That would be neat.
Yeah. By the way, Ad Rock has a role in that Adam Sandler movie Time Out that they're filming in Vancouver right now, so watch out for that.
The King of the Hill reboot. Like what's this? It just brought back the show, or is it a new
and
twist?
they did a time jump, so like Bobby's an adult. I watched the first episode. I like the original. I don't know that I was sold on the modernization of it.
Right.
It just didn't hit me. But I've heard a lot of people who have been enjoying it. So
How could you guys pass right past Hocus Pocus 3
Well.
coming out?
And all the ladies are coming back. You know what? I have to say, Hocus Pocus was a big deal for me when I was a kid. It came out at just the right time as a Halloween movie. And the sequel they did was pretty good.
Okay, so would you go to this one?
Yeah, I think I'd
The
give it a chance.
nostalgia's there for you.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
And the Tragically Hip are getting their own ice cream. There's an ice cream shop in Bobcaygeon, Ontario. Fitting. They just announced a partnership with the band. It's a new flavor called the Tragically Chip, even though Blow It High Cookie Dough was right there, but okay.
Oh, good one,
right?
Vicky.
Vicky,
Yeah.
send them a message. That's better.
Maybe if this one works out, they'll branch out. But this one's a mix of maple whiskey flavored ice cream with dark chocolatey chunks and a black cherry ripple. That's what that is. So apparently the band's lawyer lives out in Bobcaygeon and got to talking with some people in town. And the timing works out really well because not only is it the 150th anniversary of the village or town of Bobcaygeon, but it's also the 10th anniversary of the Hips farewell tour. So kind of works on a couple levels. You'll be seeing it in select grocery stores starting June 22nd. We'll keep an eye out here around Winnipeg. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be carrying it, but all the sales will go towards the Breakfast Club of Canada.
I would buy that. Put it on the mantle as a collect. Well, not the mantle. It's got to be in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
But it melt all over the place. That's my collector's item. Don't you dare touch it.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Yeah, Metallica, Fuel, 92.1 City. We are Winnipeg's rock station. It's Philly, Joe Aiello, and Vicki Shae. Good morning.
That's the only.
That's 2 days in a row, Joe. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's right there. I do boom, boom, boom. So I'm pressing the wrong one.
He's trying to silence you.
No, never. Would never do that to you.
Oh, now he's just not talking.
I can't tell you if the mic's on or not. I don't know what to do anymore.
Come on. You could. I think there's a light right there.
Yeah, it's. I can't see it because of where my.
If this light here is not on,
there,
then
it's blue. The blue light's on. It's good. I was going to say that's about the only fuel that we can offer for free right now in this town is from Metallica.
Oh, my. Yeah,
Big
gas
time.
prices.
I filled up Friday, and I have to put premium in there. I think it was almost $2.34 a liter. Something like that.
For premium,
Yes.
yeah, that makes sense.
Brutal.
Well, when you need gas, you need gas. It's not one of those, hey, I'll wait a day to see if it fluctuates, right?
Do you find that you're like walking to places more or making any changes because of it? No.
You're so
All right, I'll retract my question.
And I thought Matt Nightingale, the guy in your house, was the comedian.
That is a good question, though. Like, Joe and I found it, we laughed. We found it funny, but I wonder if other people that are more active or are finding other ways or really crunching and saying we're not driving all over town or we're skipping this trip or we're
mapping it out a little bit differently for sure.
For sure. There's a grocery store that's maybe like a 10-minute walk from my house or something. And yesterday I needed an item and I was like, you know what? I'll just walk there. And maybe if gas prices weren't so bad, I would have made a different decision.
Right.
But
so this
those little
walking
things,
that you speak of, is it a long walk or is it a
10
reasonable
minutes?
10 minutes?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to catch on, this trend of walking.
Walking?
I don't know.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Throwdown Thursday.
Been doing this a long time off and on, Throwdown Thursday, and I think this is the first infestation matchup.
it's that time of year. The critters and the creatures are coming out, hey?
Mm-hmm. So this is going to boil down to which infestation would you rather or which infestation would be worse? How are we phrasing this?
How did I put it? Which infestation would you rather have?
Out of the two?
Yeah, ants or mice?
How about you, Phil?
Ants or mice? I'm lucky. I haven't had either. So let's go with ants.
Yeah.
I can't hear ants scurrying around in my attic and such.
I've had an ant issue, and it was taken care of. So I'm going to take ants because I've seen how the process works. And
you think you could do it yourself now?
Yeah, I guess I could with the right
stuff.
With the right stuff. But the reason I'm not mice just leave droppings, and there's a lot more issues, I think, of what the damage they can do a lot quicker than an ant infestation.
Yeah.
And ants work hard, and fast, right?
Yeah.
I can appreciate their work ethic.
There's no lazy, There's no such thing as the lazy ant in the colony. Like the ant that just lounges around in the dirt. They all go.
But mice, they populate so fast too.
Yeah.
And a lot of health risks there with mice.
Like
so
disease and such.
Disease. So I'm gonna go with ants.
And they can eat your food, like just chomp, chomp, chomp into the cereal box. I'd probably go ants too, although I had a really borderline traumatic experience with ants. I have an ant problem every few years, it seems. And one time I was outside the patio door and I saw, oh, there's an ant there. And I started spraying around the house and it killed a few. And I guess when ants die, they send off like some kind of smell or signal to the other ants.
To bring more?
And a bunch of other ants came out. It was like a horror movie, like probably 100 ants all of a sudden came out, and I'm like, and I'm stomping on them, and I'm
you were
spraying.
outside.
Well,
they were
just
chasing you around the yard?
Yeah, just like on my patio slab. It was
That's why you have
disgusting.
Yeah, so if you have an exterminator come, I think that's why they set up that like chemical or whatever, because they know the other ones will come. You ruined the funeral of the one or two ants you killed.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
They started coming.
They came into my house.
They
what
were
am I
stalking
supposed
you.
to do?
You don't forget something like that.
I can still picture what it looked
I've
like.
never heard
in the
anything
panic.
like that. You're out in the yard and they all came from far and wide. They
Yeah.
were after you.
It was disgusting.
So are you picking mice you'd rather have than ants?
Believe it or not, I'm still going to go with ants. Although ants can also cause like destruction to just the structure of your house, like those carpenter ants.
Yeah, they'll eat through wood like a buzzsaw.
Yeah, exactly. But mice are just so creepy, and they can squeeze through little slots and in the walls, in the food.
It sounds like you're sitting on the fence that the ants were chewing through.
I think you should have no more encounters with ants. You got to
Very
pick
traumatic.
I hope so.
like a zombie apocalypse, except mice chasing her.
I wouldn't
in a
wish it upon
flamethrower.
anybody. Yeah, I should have just burned down the house.
A few people on the Boston Pizza text line are agreeing with Vicki Shae-Lafleur and saying some are saying they'd rather have mice.
Okay, let us know. Throwdown Thursday. If you're going to have an infestation, what would you rather? Mice or ants? 762-555 or vote on our socials.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
So Vicki handles, 90% of the social media, anything, tech, a lot of that stuff within the show. And fantastic at it, by the way, Vicki.
Oh, thanks.
Stuff on our socials. But I got to say, this Throwdown Thursday graphic that you did, because we're talking infestation, a lovely topic. If you have to have an infestation, which would you rather, ants or mice? And the photo you put is the cutest picture of a mouse and the cutest picture of an ant.
Yeah, the ant has a giant eye. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And the headline says, "This is gross."
It's a gross one today. And it looks like a mouse from a Disney movie and an ant from a movie, too. They're just so nice.
Well, listen, I'm kind of wrapped up in copyright. I can only use certain pictures, so that's what it comes down to.
Okay, I thought maybe you did that on purpose, like you wanted a cute picture of both.
Well, at least they're both cute, so it keeps things fair.
That's true. You have had bad experiences with ants, so it was an obvious one for you. You'll take the mice.
No, I'm still going with ants.
You're still going with the ants.
Because mice are just like, I don't want the hantavirus or whatever that is, right? And most people are going with ants. Maybe it's too uneven of a matchup, but I think two people have said mice that they'd prefer. One person says my cat could use the extra protein, and didn't get another reason from the other person, but
there's an attitude that you can go buy a can of Raid and just try to take care of it yourself, get the ant traps. I mean, you can do the same with mice, but it just feels like a job that is more urgent when you have mice in your house.
Yeah.
It's not like if you see some ants milling around in your basement, you can get to that on the weekend. Like, that sucks, and you better get to it quick. But you witness a couple of mice in your basement, that's urgent. Like, you're probably not going to work that day. You're getting an exterminator out to your house immediately.
They can't come fast enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you see them, you're absolutely right.
well, and I can like stomp on an ant. I wouldn't have the guts to kill a mouse on my own.
Good luck catching them. They
Yeah,
move quick.
they're so fast.
Little mice. Like, I told you guys a story. I was getting ready in my old apartment one morning, and I opened a closet door, and a mouse came running out. Scared the hell out of me. It took like 10 years off my life.
I was once on the deck. A friend of mine, we were watching a movie on the deck, and we had some kind of like a pad thai, kind of a peanut butter flavored anyways. So the empty bowls were sitting on the deck, and we were getting ready ready to clean up and bring everything inside, and a mouse was in one of the bowls.
This was at your house?
This was, sitting on my deck.
I'm not
it was
coming
nighttime.
for dinner unless I bring a health inspector.
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
Well, this survey was done about spring and summer activities, and almost 2/3 of the people that took the survey said they hate this. What are they hating? What spring, summer activity are these people hating? 2/3.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
Is it volleyball?
Volleyball.
Not volleyball.
Beach volleyball?
Yes.
No.
Joe and I like to walk around at Grand Beach and just challenge other people to beach volleyball matchups.
All oiled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Top Gun style.
Bring our own ball.
Yeah, you got to have your own
And
ball.
yet, nobody wants to take us on.
Nope. Undefeated. Good morning, City.
Hey, good morning. Can I take Philly, please?
They hate, what percentage hates this?
2/3.
2/3 hate this spring activity. Yard work.
No. Good answer.
Might be higher.
Yeah, you're right, Vicki.
Who loves it?
Some people find it therapeutic in that.
I guess so.
I'm still not convinced
Yeah.
after all these years. It's doing
I
a
like
lot
the
for my
results of
psyche.
it, but I don't like the hours of doing it.
Once you're done, how often do you look out that window?
All the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah, when
It's
I'm
like
not
when I
sneezing.
yeah. It's like when I organize a closet, I just open it up
Yeah.
every once in a while. Like, oh, yeah.
Very good.
Hello, City.
Good morning, Vicki Shae for the W.
It's Vicki
Hey,
Shae-Lafleur.
la
That's
prima
right.
étoile.
I'm going to go with camping.
Not camping.
Okay.
Okay, but you're getting in the right direction there,
All
Lafleur.
right.
Always clutch.
Number 10.
Yep. For Burt Block Party tickets, hi there. Go ahead with your guess.
Go with Vicki again.
Almost 2/3 of people hate this spring summer activity.
Fishing.
Not fishing. No, that's become way more popular too,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But like, between ice fishing and just fishing season, like wow.
Manitoba loves
Yeah.
their fishing. Good morning, City.
Hey, does booking camping sites fall under camping?
Yeah, I would put it all under one. So that let's just say that was guessed already then.
Okay. Philly, can you give me a hand?
It's an activity, like something that would be considered, like in that category, under that umbrella of camping, fishing.
You're probably not doing this in the winter.
Hiking.
Nope, not hiking. Great answer too.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning.
Good morning. Is it a campfire?
Not campfires. No.
Tough to get that
Nope.
smell out.
That's always my issue with it.
You got to take that you don't want that like that smell permeating your bedroom as well. So you got to get that clothes off right away.
Yeah.
I find when you come in.
I don't know
hair.
about you guys. I always end up in that seat where all the smoke is blowing
You gotta
to. No
move.
matter where I sit, it just finds me.
Between two guys smoking cigars,
Yeah.
and one with cigarettes and the campfire, and there's Vicky. One of these doesn't belong with the others.
Can't even see my marshmallow.
Hi, City.
Can I get Vicky?
How about bike riding?
No. This isn't as physical as any of the
Okay.
activities you guys have mentioned here, okay? And there's only one lifeline left.
780 City. Hi there.
Hi there. Can I get Philly?
I'm going to say the beach.
No.
Ooh, good
no,
guess,
no.
though.
No, hey, that's an activity
That's
in
a
itself.
Yeah.
If
Hey.
you bring in stuff, yep.
Get sand everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably part of that beach vibe, okay? If you're doing that with the family, this is probably part of that vibe.
Part of the beach vibe.
Yeah.
Are we out of lifelines now?
Mhm.
780 City. Hello.
Yeah, like how about like eating outside or going like for a picnic or something like that?
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Almost 2/3 of people hate picnics. And yet, like, let's go for a picnic or something. But yet 2/3 of the people aren't answering outside of a survey. This was not the Canadian census you were delivered in the mail either. I didn't get the question from that.
I think it is one of those things that sounds good in theory, but when you're actually there, and I don't know, if you're sitting on the ground, you're uncomfortable, or there's bugs.
Speaking of ants,
wind.
But you know what? I really think it depends, because it can be romantic if somebody says, "Hey, let's go for a picnic," and then there's the family version, which is a nightmare because everybody's bringing something or whatever, and people are running around and
to those community
activities.
sites.
It's a lot of work.
Sure it is.
Yeah, or getting a site.
Right.
You got to be gone like it's like the all resort chairs at the pool. You got to be there at about 4 in the morning.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Holy what, Vicki?
Holy diver.
Yeah. Move aside, Ronnie James Dio.
Where does that fall, though, on the religion hierarchy? Like, you're either a priest, a nun. In some circles, you could be a pastor, but who's ever come up with, "Hey, I'm a holy diver"? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What does that bring you?
I don't think
Rock and
much.
roll is what it brought him.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, not everyone can walk on water. Sometimes you got to dive right in.
No, Eddie Money did, though. That was a song he did, "Walk on Water."
Really?
Yeah, Eddie Money.
Okay. 92.1 City, Winnipeg's rock station. It's Philly. It's Joe. It's Vicky. It's 8:12. We got the Bone Phone coming up in less than 10.
Watchman tickets next hour before they go on sale today.
What are you doing for it?
I don't know yet.
Wow, this is going to be a last-minute decision.
Could be. I've got time. I've got about just under an hour to come up with something.
What was yesterday's? Because it was legendary.
It was the NHL playoff payoff.
That was so good. It was.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
A lot of people got it. It was Letterkenny, the answer.
That
John Cooper's show that he was watching after the series. Didn't do him any good. They lost to Montreal. Your two teams, or both of you, your favorite team, Phil Aubrey and Vicki Shae-Lafleur.
Vicky, less messages, though, during the game. Like, I know you're passionate.
Well, I get a little excited.
The refs are doing their best. You can't be yelling at me in all caps,
Yeah.
exclamation points, about every call.
And you don't have to sign it up to VSL. We know who you are.
Vicki Shae-Lafleur.
That's right.
Get a lot of love for that name.
Somebody
Nickname.
said it sounds like a name out of Slapshot, and it does, doesn't it?
Joe, you say it best.
Vicki Shae-Lafleur, la première étoile. I love it.
Somebody's asking how I'm feeling this morning.
Oh, yeah. How you feeling today?
Fine like frog hair.
But see, he said it with the tone that his team lost last night, but he's still feeling pretty good. That was good.
That was
Yeah.
okay.
That was good.
Needs to be a little more throwaway, I think. Fine as frog hair.
I give
don't
you a
know, something
pass,
like
but
that.
apparently the French judge over here.
Well,
What?
you
Like
also
you?
lose points, and I'm sorry to do this, but you're the one who brought it up. You have to be caught off guard by it.
You got me yesterday, and
Yeah.
that was.
You know what? When you brought up the contest, I almost did it just now. So we were
Can
on
you
the
do
same.
it randomly
Yeah.
every day, a couple
Yeah.
times?
You're right.
Because I want to practice.
I never thought about that, but him bringing it up, it was already in his subconscious,
you
so
can't
it
do
sounded fine to me.
I can't put a sticky note, eh? You guys, that would be cheating. Because I
Vicky,
thought of doing that like
I'll
a sticky
tell you,
note.
this Vicki Shae-Lafleur, she picks holes.
Ever since I became a
Pokes
Habs
holes.
fan, I'm just more alert.
By the way, it's hour 43. You've been a Habs fan
Right,
for
yeah.
43
Going
hours.
strong.
You're doing good.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast. Here's what we learned today with Philly Joe and Vicky.
Let us start with our Watchman ticket winner, JoJo.
Congratulations to Dara. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but Dara guessed that the Rolex came out in 1908, the Mickey Mouse watch 1933.
Wow.
So guess what? The Swatch 1983.
Okay, a bit of a gap there.
Which made sense because I remember it very well in the 80s. It had that Swiss little red box with the cross in it, right? But it was all plastic.
Yeah.
The cool colors, all that kind of stuff. Very preppy.
And so, like, trendy. I remember wanting one so bad. I wound up getting one for Christmas. Everybody at school had them. Like, they hit big at the
Before
time.
you traded it in for your Motley Crue jean jacket, my friend, I could imagine you wearing your Lacoste alligator polo shirt and your Varney sunglasses. Or was that me?
That
might have been you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if some of that stuff went with the Motley Crue back patch jean jacket.
No, not
It
at
was
the
one
same.
or the other.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 2 different nights out.
Yeah.
Depending on where you were going.
A day look and a night look.
Yeah.
Fair to say, Joe, there is some young QB buzz, and it's refreshing coming out of Bomber rookie camp with Taylor Elgersma and Bryce Perkins.
Yeah, both seem like they both have a head on their shoulders. They seem to be loving the vibe here in Winnipeg so far, which Bomber faithful are going to love already. We've got Wade Miller on the show on Tuesday, and we'll get all that and some rock news from him, I'm sure, regarding Rock and Thunder, since it's all happening at Princess Auto Stadium. But they're moving tickets like crazy, including the single game tickets. So if you want to just hang out in the Rum Hut area, you can buy a ticket and a beer.
And who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best place to be.
And the first preseason game for the Bombers on the road, May 23rd, and then a home preseason game against BC, May 29th.
That's coming up. It's already May 7th.
Isn't it crazy? All right. Second season of King of the Hill reboot will happen. We learned about that in Scrollin.
Yep.
And then Vicki very hyped about Hocus Pocus 3.
Yeah, it's just one of those nostalgic things. If you were a 90s kid, Hocus Pocus was a big Halloween movie back in the day. The
Right.
sequel was great, so I'm hopeful for the third.
Bette Midler, is she back for 3?
Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, who's also on King of the Hill, and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Remember Bette Midler's Seinfeld episode where Costanza ran over her at home plate?
Celeb game.
Oh, that was so good. 2/3 of people surveyed say they hate picnics. That was the completely useless question.
2/3.
Man, what did picnics ever do to you?
Yeah.
Too many bugs. It gets hot. You just don't have the comforts of home, I suppose.
Where else could you enjoy cold, fried chicken out of a Tupperware container, but at a picnic? You have to keep it covered.
Any picnics for dates, you guys, ever? Like where you roll out the blanket, you got the music, maybe some wine.
I don't think so.
I can't remember if I did, so
I don't
probably
love a
not.
picnic. So
No?
I'm kind of with that 2/3.
Okay.
I like a patio.
Patio for a drink on
Yeah.
a date
Sure.
is nicer
Yeah.
than a picnic. Okay,
Maybe that's
Don't
what
make
blew
me
up
sit on the
picnics.
ground.
Patios.
Do
Yeah.
not make Vicky sit on the grass. That's what we learned today.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City weekday morning 6 to 10.